Well, welcome to Creativity Released. I'm so excited that you're here today. It's Good Friday here in the UK, and it's an important day for me and for other Christians who are thinking about what Jesus did on the cross today, all those years ago, for our sins to save us. And it is an important day, but I had an important message to share with you today, and that's what I feel called to share with you. I've been thinking about the verse from Esther 4 verse 14, where it says, born for such a time as this. Have you ever thought, why were you born? You were born for a purpose. So today we are talking about the difference between purpose, calling and assignment. So if this is an episode that you're wondering about, what is your purpose? What is your calling? What is your assignment? Then you are in the right place. Welcome to Creativity Released. This is the podcast that helps you unlock your creativity, grow in confidence, and even turn your passion into a business. Hi, I'm Bev Jessup, and I believe that everyone has creativity inside of them, even if you think you can't draw a stick man. Here we'll break through creative blocks and explore how faith and creativity work together and discover practical tools to help you monetize your creative genius. So grab your journal, paintbrush, or just an open heart, and let's release your creativity together. Okay, so as I was saying, I was thinking about this message, and it's an honest message today, very close to my heart, because I really believe that we were born for such a time as this. There's a lot of chaos in the world. I'm not going to get into the politics of everything, but change is happening, and change is happening faster than we can actually catch up with. And it's, people are struggling in lots of different ways, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, and, feeling overworked, underpaid, and just broken in so many places with relationships in every direction. But here's the truth. God still has a purpose for you, and he has a purpose for me right here, right now. And so we're looking at purpose, calling, and assignment. I want to talk about these three words because they often get a little bit confused. What is the purpose? What is my calling? What is my assignment? They're totally different. Each word means different things. Okay, I'm not going to go into the dictionary definition, but we can feel a bit lost. We can feel a bit worn out. I'm wondering what's next. I have felt that as I've been a speech therapist for over 30 years. I thought that was my purpose, but that was an assignment. Actually, I had a very long assignment doing it, and I served lots of people all over the world, actually, which is amazing. But it wasn't something. It wasn't something that I had to do. It wasn't my purpose. And when I look at that, I think we actually all have the same purpose. And as a Christian, we have the purpose to expand the kingdom of heaven on earth. It's simple. That's it. I'm not going to flower it up in any way. It's not about the titles. It's not about the achievements. It's about making God's love, God's truth visible in whatever space we occupy through his son, Jesus. And our calling is completely is the same as well. We all have the same calling. We are called to have that deep, intimate relationship with Jesus. And I don't mean a religion. I don't mean sort of going to church, ticking the boxes and thinking that these are the things I've done. God wants us to have this relationship like he's our bestest friend. We wake up in the morning and we just want to pour it all out to him. And that's what I do in the morning. I long to just have that time with him, his word, and just journal and just, have that relationship like you're telling your bestest friend, that constant companion, the one that you run to first. not to your friend or your spouse first, but actually to him first, and ask him, because I feel that he is the CEO of my life and he's the CEO of my business. So that's the meaning of calling. Now, assignment is a completely different thing. It's where we get personal. God gives each of us a unique assignment at different seasons of life. And the assignments are temporary, they change and they grow. You know, I've had the assignment of being a mum to my 3 boys. Okay, when they were little, obviously I breastfed them for, you know, a period, but it didn't mean that I had to do that assignment of breastfeeding for the rest of their lives. That would be a little unnatural thing, I think. But you know, it was important for me to do that for a certain period and give them that nourishment. So that assignment, bringing up the children, lasted for a few years. Working as a speech therapist lasted for decades, actually. And towards the end, I really felt worn out, I have to be honest. And I knew God was transitioning me to a new assignment, to help people who are tired, who are worn out, who are broken, and to unlock that creativity inside them, to reconnect with a beautiful life inside them. And I had so many people say, but I'm not creative, I can't do that. But if you write, if you can tear up bits of paper, you can collage, you can fold things, you are creative. And you know, you just have to give yourself permission to try all those things as you do it. Now, I wanted to share with you a challenge that I am hosting soon. So let me just share my screen with you, and I've actually put the challenge in the you can see it in the show notes, and you can also see it in the description below. So have a look at that. So here is the challenge, and I really recommend you have a look and try out the 5-day challenge. It's happening next week. Sign up for it, because if you are in a creative block, you're having self-doubt, you're overwhelmed, you know, you have that constant busyness, and you're lacking that purpose, or thinking, what is my next assignment, then you are in the right place, because each day we'll be covering different things. Have a look at this. We're going on a little theme, like going into a secret garden. We're going to open that gate to your inner garden, and we're going to talk about creating that sacred, should I say, space, slowing down, breathing deeply, and creating that space for you. So I've even created a journal, a worksheet, a meditation, a prompt for you to work through. Then we've got day 2, we've got plant the seeds of purpose, and again, it's following those theme, but we're going to be looking at core values. We're going to be looking at the weeds or the doubts in our life, the fears, and you know, plant some seeds of intention there, some peace and some clarity. And again, you're going to have some worksheets and prompts and meditation as well. Day 3, we'll be looking at listening to the whispering trees. So this is where we're going to take some time to listen to that still small voice, quieten down, reflect on God, what he's whispering to us. And we've got, again, a journal for that. And day 4, you'll be looking at what's been waiting for you. We're going to be looking at what you've been called to create. You know, what is the next chapter for you. And we're going to have templates, a hidden path clarity map. And day 5 is the final day where we're going to celebrate, really. We're going to reflect on those 5 days, what you've experienced, and any inspired action that you'll be taking. So I am really excited, and I hope that you will actually also try that out. So let's just go back to the episode now about purpose. You have an assignment. Okay, so I want you to think about what your unique assignment is. You know, in every season, God has equipped you perfectly for what he's asking you to do. And I know sometimes we feel a bit like Moses and think, oh, I can't do this. You know, I've got a stutter, or I'm fearful about this, or whatever it is. We will make excuses thinking, no, we can't do this. And sometimes we do have to talk, we have to step out of our comfort zone and just go for it. And so that's what I'm calling you to do, is in every season, God has equipped you perfectly for what he's asking you to do. You might not feel ready, but remember, when God gives you an assignment, he always equips you. He's already inside you, and you have what you need to do. I really love this book I want to share with you from Rick Warren, and it's called Purpose Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? And it goes through 30 days. It's quite a big book, really, isn't it? But one of the chapters, it talks about this acronym SHAPE, SHAPE. So this is the shape that God prepares for us. S is the spiritual gifts. H is the heart, what you love deeply. A is the abilities, your talents. P is the personality, how you naturally operate. And E is the experience, everything you have walked through. All these things combine to make you uniquely prepared for the next assignment. So God doesn't waste any time. Even your pain, even your passions, even your past, everything, he will use them. So today is a new day. So let me remind you that you were born for such a time as this. You are shaped perfectly for your purpose, for your calling, and for your current assignment. So if you're feeling tired, empty, or unsure of the next steps, I want you, personally invite you to join me for the Creative Calm 5-day challenge. I've left the link in the show notes, and please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when the next episode appears. And I'd really love to see you. So God has done this with you. Okay, he's there. He's got your purpose. It's his purpose, so don't miss it. And I'll see you in the challenge. And remember, you are born for a time like this. If today's episode inspired you, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. I'm on a mission to reach as many people as possible who need to find their creativity, to find their purpose and reduce their anxiety. By subscribing and leaving a review, you're helping the algorithm share this message with more people, and I truly, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Want to take your creativity to the next level? Download my free Abundance Planner, designed to help you dream big, plan boldly, and step into your creative calling. Grab your copy now at christianartjournaling.com/freebie-joyful. That's christianartjournaling.com/freebie-joyful. Or check the show notes. Let's stay connected, and I'll see you in the next episode of Creativity Released. And bye for now. Take care.